Mr. Senate President Akpabio, I must commend you that you are a very strong man. And when it comes to Nigerian pattern of politics, you are naturally endowed.
Let our brother Peter Obi show leadership like Edwin Clark did by resolving first the crisis in the Labour Party. For a man who wants to run Nigeria, you have one of the smallest parties in Nigeria, and you cannot even resolve the crisis in that Labour Party. Is it the crisis of Boko Haram that you will come and resolve in Nigeria? I would like us to be known for what we did when we had the opportunities. As I speak now, I can tell you about the dualized thoroughfares in my state. I can tell about the flyovers in my state. I can tell about the best international hospital in my state. I can tell about the monuments of government houses that are built, both for the governor and deputy. I'm one of the best digitalized governor's office in Nigeria. I can tell you about the best international stadium in West Africa. I can tell you about the free and compulsory education that I did for all Nigerians. I can tell you about the unity I brought in religion by sponsoring over 5,800 Muslims to the Holy Land and over 12 to 15,000 Christians to Rome and to Jerusalem. But then, those who are aspiring as presidential candidates and trying to cause division with their mouths, using the social media, tell them to resolve the small crisis in the smallest party they have in Nigeria first, before they come to talk about the larger Nigeria. But for the social media, it is unregulated. I wish you luck as you have a few days. I'm saying this because this is what Edwin Clark would have advised if he were alive. So I've started to speak his voice. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And on that note, may we rise to observe 1 minute silence in honor of this icon.
And nobody does count of the names of strongmen we have in this country without mentioning your name. But what I am asking is this. Keep aside being a strongman. Does it really mean that your conscience is dead? I cannot believe that you can still come out at this stage to speak out, let alone talking about P2B, the man after the heart of every Nigerian. After all the suppression and oppression from your party, keep aside, scratch my back and scratch your back pattern of government you people have initiated and orchestrated in this nation. Would you have seated there further? Look at the man you people imposed on us. He entering there simply means a total reproach to this nation. What have you people done about it? Of course, there will be solution from the area of corruption. And you brought out your mouth to speak about P2B, that P2B should prove himself competence by resolving the issues in their small party. Labour Party is a small party, good and fine. But is it not a shameful thing that they defeated you people? Everybody knew that. Let me remind you once again that you as the third citizen of this nation equally means the third problem of this nation. With this scratch my back, I scratch your back pattern of government, who will probe who? All these cases after you, which one have you clarified to prove yourself innocent? At least take the matter to court in order to vindicate yourself. Have you done any one of them? And you are talking about Peter Obi Okutendi Igbo. That is where you failed woefully. You want to make things transparent? Let it be in totality. Mr. Senate President, you were telling us how many bridges you have built in your state then. But you forgot to tell us the secret behind your begotten son and the unfortunate mother that ended up in history. If you were asked to tell little about this country, where would you start? Who and who drove it into that? I believe your name will also appear there. You were telling us about good things you did in the past, but you've not said anything about the sexual harassment accusation, which you swept under the carpet. What actually stopped you from taking the matter to court for you to be vindicated lawfully, at least to prove your competence as well? Mr. Senate President, with all these big dents, you still come out to speak. You are a strong man. With all these dents all over you, a dent that cannot be wiped out even in the next third generation, and you can still come out to talk. Well, one thing I am suggesting is that if I will be opportuned to step my feet up politically, sculpture of urinals will be made. so that generation to come will begin to read all your activities, the role you played in Nigerian politics, and how you caused too much pains for them. At least they need to understand it. Let it be a history. Huh? But I know, thank God for internet. Internet never forgets. Whatever role every one of you is playing in the name of politics in this country is being recorded. Children will hear about you. Then, if you actually did well, they will celebrate you. If not, your spirit will still be in mourning position. So many of you thought that it ended here in this earth. No, there's life after life. You have contributed seriously in the problems we are facing in this country, and yet you are proud. You can still stand out to speak. Look at the house you handle. It is not even in order. I mean, the Senate House is not in order. The house is divided because of your suppression and oppression, the way you want to manipulate things, trying to make it your personal business. Holding laws by your hands, and yet nobody will probe you. Since you could not probe them, who will probe you? Onye sape nke ibe, ibe asape nke. That is the government we are seeing. Please save yourself more stress and embarrassment by removing your mouth totally from the case of Peter Obi. Okay? The more you go there, the more you open yourself. Nigerians are not happy. I personally, I don't like you. I don't like you. If you want to know who you are, ask the masses. You are not the one that will talk good about yourself. Ask the masses. Forget about self-glorification. Okay? Ask the masses what you are known for. Onwere etu onye dị ụmụnna ya amaghọ. Mr. Senate President, onwere etu onye dị ụmụnna ya amaghọ. Huh? But it's quite a pity that the closest person to you that would have told you the truth, who knows, might probably be partaking in your dooms, which is your wife, and you are coming out to talk to Nigerians. Time is coming. All these things you people are doing will be remembered, and the calamity, gravity of it all will bounce on you. Mark my word. A time is coming. A time is coming when your private jets will disappoint you, when your security will also disappoint you. Time is coming when you will look up and down, you will cry but once before Nigerians.